What's up, y'all? Good morning. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about Drea Kelly. I don't know if you guys have seen this new documentary that her children came out with discussing disgusting things that their father did to them. And I just have a few thoughts on the mother in particular. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and click your notification bell, and let's get into this.
I'm hoping you say 2 or 3. Agree? Yeah, indeed, you look good and we came to party, but I don't want to waste my time. I'll waste your time.
Okay, so if you guys don't know who Drea Kelly is, she used to be on this show called Hollywood Exes, and she was on that show because she used to be married to R. Kelly. There was other exes on there, like Eddie Murphy's ex, Nicole Murphy, I can't remember, this baseball player's ex, like Prince's ex, like Prince, the singer Prince. Anyways, it was a good little show. I used to watch it, and I kind of liked Drea on this show until she married this. I don't even know. Did she ever get married? Yeah, she married this scammer boyfriend. And it's like everyone on the show was telling her this guy was playing her, and she just didn't want to listen. It seems like Drea is like really immature. She thinks she's just like a young teenager, and she just like is very sexualized and tries to be really sexy. She's like a professional dancer, but I don't know, she just takes it overboard, so she can be a bit much. Anyways, but what's really bothering me about what's come out with her children is just the stance that she has taken in kind of defense over R. Kelly over the years throughout this trial. It's like she's never really said too much bad things about him. She's never really thrown him under the bus. She has never really said anything. But it's like now your kids are coming out with this documentary, as well as yourself, and your daughter revealed that, he was doing things to her as a child, things that he should be in jail for. And he was doing things to her, coming into her room late at night when she was 8 or 9 years old. And I guess she told her mom when she was 10. And she said that her mom never took her back over there after that happened. But what's really making me feel some type of way about Drea is I remember back in 2020 when all the R. Kelly documentaries were coming out and they were dragging R. Kelly. Drea was up there, defending him. I remember her making Instagram lives defending him. Like, I'm going to play a clip. And would you say this about your ex-husband, baby daddy, that was sneaking into your daughter's bedroom? Like, I'm sorry. I would have no love for that person at the fuck all. So I'm going to play this clip and then I want y'all to tell me what y'all think.
About what you think about him personally, because we're not talking about that. But what we are talking about, him as a writer, performer, artist, producer, people that he has brought their careers back to life. We talking about from the eyes, he's revamping, bringing back Mr. Biggs and Charlie Wilson, like we gonna be Uncle Charlie, and working on that album from Kelly Price to Michael Jackson, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton. The list goes on and on and on. The man is undeniable. But at the end of the day, he had to do all of that with that dark cloud. But what kept him focused and kept him going is I have to do this for my children to make sure that they are okay. Because he could have just went under a rock and hid and shit been in shambles and we be the fuck everywhere. But that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, I love him for that. I will always respect him for that. And he did it with grace in the height of the storm. It wasn't no shit like he went and hid off somewhere and then came back. I don't give no fuck.
Okay, so what she's talking about is she's talking about back when he was going to trial and going to court. The first time he got caught up, you remember back in the first time when he got caught up on tape sleeping with minors. She's talking about, he didn't tuck his tail between his legs. He was out performing, still doing what he needed to do for his family. And I love him and respect him for that. What? You should have been hoping he would have went to jail. You should have been working with the DA trying to get him locked up. Like, why would you love and respect him for that? I understand money is always a factor. I understand if you were dependent on him to take care of your family. But I believe y'all was already divorced at that time. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want somebody behind bars that did that to your child. Like, it's weird to me that if your daughter told you this back in 2010, because in this documentary, she said her father, R. Kelly, daughter said that her father was sneaking into her room at 8 and 9 years old and touching her. And she would pretend like she was asleep and she just wanted to forget that it ever happened. And then finally she told her mom when she was 10 years old, and that her mom was like, okay, I won't make you go back over there. And that supposedly her mom tried to file charges, but it was too late, which I don't even understand that, because the daughter is still young. Like right now, she's like in her 20s. So how could it be too late when people be coming out from the 70s and 80s suing Bill Cosby? I just don't get that. But I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. So don't attack me. But how could you ever defend this man? How could you ever have nice things to say about this man? I don't understand. When they had this Surviving R. Kelly documentary, you should have gone on there dragging him. You didn't have to tell your daughter's business. I understand if she don't want to put that out there. You did not have to speak on that. But I know he did things to you, Drea. I know if he was locking up kids in the closet, he was doing something to you. I know he was putting hands on you. So you should have been dragging him on that documentary. And you wasn't saying much of nothing. You wasn't saying much of anything. It was a big disappointment, honestly. There was young girls in the documentary, the original documentary, Surviving R. Kelly, saying that they lived in the house when R. Kelly's wife was in the same house. So either, Drea, you just magically never went down the hall and seen these women, or you just knew about it, because it just don't make sense. But yeah, they said that they would be locked in rooms downstairs, couldn't leave the room, couldn't use the phone, and that you would be upstairs in the other room. So it's just like, what kind of wife don't walk around the house? I don't know. That shit never added up to me. It never made no fucking sense. But yeah, this is bothering me. I feel bad for his kids. Like, oh, this is terrible. I feel really terrible for his daughter. To imagine your dad is R. Kelly, to imagine that he did those things to you, and then your mom was never out here dragging that ass. No, it's a no for me. Y'all, she did interviews when she was on this Hollywood Exes show, talking about like how good her life was when she was married to R. Kelly, and how they were on the road and having babies and they were best friends, and hopefully they can get that back one day. What? Why would you ever want anything to do with that man? I'm sorry. Somebody does that to my kids, you are under the ground. You are gone to me. We ain't never speaking again. You're in jail. Like, it's a wrap for you. Somebody call me up to do a documentary. Oh, I'm dragging that ass. I just can't. Oh, I'm frustrated. I cannot. Okay, so y'all check this out.
3 children that we have were out of love. So it's like we had good times, and that was my friend. And at the end of the day, I lost my friend. And it's hard to deal with. And I hope one day we'll get back there.
Okay, y'all, am I dragging it, or is Drea Kelly freaking weird? Why would she talk about her ex like that, knowing the things that she knows? I don't know. My heart goes out to her daughter. I really feel bad for her. She got a sick-ass father, and her mother is weird. I feel like her mom is immature. She wants to be young. She's like over-sexualized. I'm sure she went through some shit with R. Kelly. I'm positive. And I don't know when she's going to be honest with herself about that. But I wouldn't be surprised if women come forward later saying Drea did this and Drea did that. But tell me what y'all think down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.